Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. Before we can get to the next problem, which I actually already put on the board, we need to talk about a couple more properties of rhombuses. Okay? So, remember, a rhombus is a parallelogram with four congruent sides. So, one property of a rhombus is that okay, so the first property of a rhombus is that the diagonals are perpendicular. So if I have this rhombus, and I draw two diagonals, I know that those diagonals are going to be perpendicular. Remember that all four sides of the rhombus are congruent. Okay, so that's property number one, that the diagonals are perpendicular. The other one, which looks a little more complicated, but really isn't, is it says that each diagonal bisects a pair of opposite angles. So this diagonal bisects this angle and this angle. So from this we can conclude that angle 1 is congruent to angle 2, angle 3 is congruent to angle 4, then angle 7 is congruent to angle 8. So those are two special properties of rhombuses. Rhombuses have ridges. Oh, that's a rhombus.
I get it.
Okay, does anybody have any questions? Okay. Alright, now we can go on and do this problem. Now that we know those two properties of rhombuses. Alright. Riley, can you please pick one of those four angles, I don't care which one, and tell me its measure, and then tell me how you know it is what it is.
Why is it the whole thing that I didn't hear in that post?
Yeah, I have four angles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want you to pick one and tell me what its measurement is. And then I want you to tell me why.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
I choose number 4.
Okay, you can tell me what angle 4 the measure is.
No.
Then why are you choosing angle 4?
Choose number angle 3.
Okay. All right. Let's be clear on this, Riley. You're not just picking angles to, like, I like angle 4 the most. I want you to tell me what's the measurement of that angle. So don't just pick the angle. Don't just pick the angle. Also tell me how many degrees it is.
Angle 3 is 58 degrees.
58 degrees. How do you know that angle 3 is 58 degrees?
Because on the other side is 58 and they're opposite in rings.
Opposite interior angle. You mean alternate interior angles. I will tell you that angle 3 is an alternate interior angle to this angle. Does that change your answer at all?
Yeah, so if number 2 is 58.
Number 2 is 58. Because it's why?
They're alternate interior.
Very good. We know, since it's a parallelogram, it's actually a rhombus, but it also has all the properties of a parallelogram. This line is parallel to this line, and this is a transversal. So if this angle is 58 degrees, then this angle, which is its alternate interior angle, is also 58 degrees. Very good.
This is
Ryan.
special, so this is number 3 will also be 58 degrees, right?
Hold on a second. Okay, you don't have to write down the reasoning, but it's probably not a bad idea so that you can remember. Naya, you're up. 1, 3, or 4, please.
Three.
3. How much is 3?
Shut up. Three is 58.
3 is 58. Why do you say 3 is 58? Corresponding to what?
I don't know.
Alan, as what? 3 is the same side interior angle as to what? Where's the other parallel line? If they're the same side interior angles, what's their relationship? Are they congruent? high or you low? Same side as your angles are what? They're not congruent, they're what? We only have two choices on our menu. We have congruent and we have supplementary. So if they're not congruent, they have to be supplementary. Jack?
Oh, the diagonal line bisects the angle, so it's 58, because 2 is equal to 3.
Very good. We know that one of the properties of the rhombus is that the diagonal bisects the two angles. So if angle 3 is 58, I'm sorry, if angle 2 is 58, angle 3 also has to be 58, and that's,
So I was right?
Yes.
Okay. This had to be.
No. I don't
Luigi, 1 or 4, please. How much is 1? Can you guys quiet down, please? Okay, anybody, pick an angle. Bill, how much is number 1? How do we know number 1 is 90?
Because the diagonals are perpendicular.
We just learned that 5 minutes ago, Luigi.
That's why we're looking at the packet.
I just got carried away. All right, I'll let you redeem yourself. Do number 4.
See, now you can skip me on this.
Okay. No, I'm gonna skip Luigi. Dylan, can we please have the side chatter stop? Dylan, can you tell me the measure of angle 4? Well, let's think about it. What do you notice about where angle 4 is? What do you call that shape that angle 4 is in? Triangle. What do you know about triangles? What equals 180?
All three, each angle equals 180.
Not each angle, so it equals 500?
Each angles in the triangle together equal
Exactly. They total 180. So what do we already know, Dylan?
that.
Dylan. What?
Yeah, that is true. You didn't say that a partner.
But shouting out the answer is not the same as helping.
I just had one idea.
Helping is talking to Dylan. It's not talking to me.
32.
32?
Yeah.
How'd you get 32?
Adding 90 and 15 and subtracting.
Good. We know that the angles of the triangle equal 180. We already know that this is 90 and this is 58. Minus 148. And that gives us our answer of 32. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Okay. Okay, we also have we also have a property of a rectangle that is, I won't say it's unique to rectangles, because if it's true for rectangles, it's also true for what shape?
Squares.
Squares.
Woo!
So if you put this in property for rectangle, make sure you also put it in property for squares. Same thing with rhombus. Are all rhombuses square? Are all squares rhombuses?
Yes. Yes.
All squares are rhombuses. So if it's true for a rhombus, it's also true for a square. Okay,
So all squares are rhombuses?
that's right.
No.
But not all rhombus are square.
Think about it. You have a square? So it's one side?
I lost my
Anything else you want to add?
Don't go
Okay. All right, so we are told that that's a rectangle. Okay, so we're told that SF is 2x plus 15. Please stop the chatter. SF is 2x plus 15. RB is 5x minus 12. We want to know what is the length. We want to know what's the length of one of the diagonals. Okay. Joe, what do we know about the diagonals of a rectangle? They are congruent, so we can say that RB is equal to SF. What does that allow us to do in this problem then, Joe? By doing what? Can you guys please stop? Thank you. Okay, can you do that?
Log x minus 12 equals 2x plus 15.
Gabby, if I gave you this problem, what's the first thing you would do? No, before that. What would you do? What's the first thing you would do to solve this problem? By doing what? How would you set up the problem? So you would set them equal to each other like Joe? Is that what you're saying? Okay, good. All right. Okay, what's the next step in solving this problem? Anna. Subtract 2x, you mean from both sides, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought you said. And then what would you do?
Add 12,
Where?
15.
So you just add 12 to 15? So you would get 3x minus 12 is equal to
No,
15. Take it away? Just erase it?
Add the.
Oh, so what you really mean to say is you would add 12 to both sides. Well, that's what I want you to say. Are you getting that from me? So 3x is equal to 15 plus 12 is 27, and then what would you do? Divide what by 3, Anna? There you go. You get that x is equal to 9. Very good. Thank you, Anna. Alan, is 9 the answer to my question? Am I done? No? How come? What am I plugging into? Okay. Where? Do you want to plug in both at the same time? Do you want to do 5 times 9 minus 12 is equal to 2 times 9 plus 15? Okay, is there anybody who would do something slightly different from this?
Nope.
Bill? Exactly. Why do we only have to do it to one, Bill? Bill. Alex, the thought process is correct in wanting to plug it in. But remember, we only need to know one diagonal because we know if we learn one, then we'll get the other one. So I'm going to plug in So I get 45 minus 12. Can we please stop the chatter? Okay, does anybody have any questions about how to do this?